Hey folks, um, it's Sean. You guys know the Juggle Brother. God, I miss doing these with you guys so much. Um, so without further ado, I'm just gonna jump right into it. Uh, it is 8:30 my time, and I live on the East Coast. And as a 38-year-old individual with autism, we have to navigate the social world. And because we have to navigate the social world, there are a few problems that we have to navigate around, and, some of these end up actually involving food, they involve career, they involve transportation, they involve entertainment, they involve sadness, they involve a lot of other emotions, but the only one that I'm gonna particularly talk about to you today is business, aka foods. Now, I did a video on this on my actual cell phone, and I recorded myself like hours ago at like 6 in the morning, right? Crazy, right? First of all, show of hands. How many of you guys actually drink coffee in the morning? And do we have any coffee drinkers? Anybody? So if you're listening to this podcast, this is both a video and an audio podcast. If you can actually go hear us on other platforms via the audio section. Anyway, how many coffee drinkers do we have? Do we have a few coffee drinkers? I think we do, right? So, because we have a few coffee drinkers, you guys know this all too well. You guys go to a coffee shop and you get your coffee. Okay. Um, I am not affiliated with this, so full disclosure, they're not sponsoring this particular video. All right. But I went to Dunkin'. All right. Full disclosure. I went to Dunkin' Donuts. So, because I went to Dunkin' Donuts, I ended up getting a bunch of coffee, right? Duh. Okay. I also got a donut because I was hungry. So, but in here, I have what's left. Okay. But that doesn't look like coffee. It looks like some, I don't know, like chocolate milk, right? Coffee's not supposed to look like chocolate milk, right? Well, some of us don't actually like that black sludge. Okay. I know I call it black sludge, but it's actually kind of funny because some of you guys drink that stuff and it's okay. I get it. That's what coffee was made for. You take the beans, you add water, and boom, voila, coffee. Okay. I don't particularly like coffee. Coffee kind of is bitter to me. I've tried it numerous times. I've tried a dark roast, I've tried a medium roast, I've tried a light roast, I've tried all kinds of roasts, even the ones that have like a chocolate um hint in it, all that kind of stuff. Chocolate notes, whatever you want to call it. I tried. Can't do it. So I discovered cream and sugar. Haha. Cream and sugar is the best thing ever. Or so I thought. And that's where this podcast leads me to. Um this particular coffee is a dark roast. And this particular coffee is called Midnight. It's called Dunkin' Midnight. Okay. Now, why am I telling you this? Because Dunkin' didn't always used to be a midnight roast carrying retailer. They just came out with it like not that long ago, actually. All right. And because they did, I found a perfect pairing beverage, but it can get better, right? Because if you add some stuff, it can be better than what it is. Okay. Now, that's not to take away from the integrity and flavor of this great beverage, but to my liking, mwah, chef's kiss, I'll add a couple of things. Now, I don't know if you guys are aware, but if you go to your coffee section, you're going to look on the shelves, either up on the top, either in the middle, or maybe down below, but you're going to find something that's in a bottle, all right? And it's usually in a bottle similar to what you would find in the glass Malibu bottles, right? And it's got a screw top in it, right? It's usually a black colored, okay? It's clear. Do you know what's in there? It's a simple syrup, right? It's a flavored simple syrup. Now, believe it or not, you can actually take that simple syrup and add it to your coffee. Voila! It's flavored, okay? But where am I going with this? Stick around with me. I appreciate it. I'll get there eventually. My brain's spider webs. I'll get there eventually. I just gotta dance around the issue a little bit. All right? Bear with me. Again, it's something that has to do with autism. That's just how our brain works. We can't just get to the point right away. We have to spider web because to us, we have to make sure all the details are covered so that our brain can process all this and then understand it. And then we feed it back to you, right? Okay, so you understand that, right? That's why I'm feeding all this, okay? Because this is what my mind thought when each time I order all this, right? It's the same process over and over and over again. Okay, so I found out you can add pumps of flavor in there. Now, I forget exactly how I found out or remember why. My brain has always been a mush. I've always kind of had trouble memorizing things after, like, okay, full disclosure, I forgot what I had for dinner last night. That's how bad my memory has gotten. Now, ask me what I got for Christmas back in 1999. I can tell you. It was a custom built PC built my one and only father, my biological father. Can't make that stuff up. You know why? Because we went to a beach that whole trip and came back, and on Christmas Day, we opened it up and like, all right, here you go. You said you wanted a PC. I went out and made you my very own one for you. It's going to be the best you have. It's better than all those out there. I designed it myself. Have at it, kids. And he gave us a couple of games. So I know that was a random fact, but the point is, I remember something back in 1999. But ask me what I had for dinner yesterday. That's going to take some thinking. All right. So, you bear with me? You're here with me so far? Cool. God, I love you guys. Okay. So, I don't remember exactly how I found out, but at one point I discovered you can actually add flavor to your coffee when you order it and like syrups. And it's actually written right on the menu. Um, Matter of fact, I believe I have a photo of the menu. I know, weird. Give me a sec, folks, because I'm going to show you. Okay. All right. So if you look, you'll see all of the different types of stuff to order. Okay. Uh, I'm going to disclose this for Duncan, and I'm going to disclose this for our channel. The prices may not be the same in your area, so don't quote what the image is telling you for the prices. They fluctuate all over the United States. All right. So, but what I'm showing you is all the different options on the menu. You with me? Good. There's a common thing here. I need you to stick with me here. Okay. So, there's a bunch of coffee choices you can try: blueberry donut coffee, frozen coffee, cold brew, signature latte, cappuccino, macchiato, americano, espresso, and all these fun flavors to try. But what you didn't know or may not know, similar to Starbucks when you make your weird drink beverages, is right over here. Right? Your non dairy substitutes. You can add oat milk, almond milk, and all this other stuff. But check this out right here, the sweetened section. You can add donut flavor, butter pecan, mocha, caramel, and French vanilla. And if that's too much for you, you can also add all of, whoops, it's hard to do this on a device while streaming this live for you. Vanilla, hazelnut, coconut, blueberry, toasted almond, and raspberry. Okay. So one day I found out, you know what? I'm going to ask for French vanilla and I'm going to ask for butter pecan. And I think I asked for something else. Caramel too. I have never tried donut. I wonder how that would taste. I refuse to try that blueberry one. It's weird. And I'll talk about something blueberry related later in another video. But um, these containers that you'll see in Starbucks and all the other types of coffee shops, they're in plastic. They're in plastic bottles, and they have a pump, right? And when they say how many pumps do you want, or how many squirts do you want, what they're saying is that's one, that's two, that's three, right? So it's kind of like how much of a note of flavor do you want? Do you want a lot of one flavor? Do you want mid of one flavor? Do you want a little bitty of one flavor? Right? So you can kind of modify the amount of each flavor, right? So, and what they do here is they numerically will tell you on there. See, they'll kind of catch it. Probably can't because it's small. But anyway, it says medium hot midnight coffee, 3 French vanilla swirl, 2 butter pecan swirl, and reg cream and sugar. So I asked for cream and sugar as a bare minimum. That's just part of my order because I don't want it black, right? I don't want it. It's weird. I ordered a dark roast coffee with cream and sugar. It's like, what's the point? I get it. Ha ha ha. Bear with me. Okay. I know I was weird. I will always be weird, and I love it that way. Okay. So what I asked was, give me 3 squirts of French vanilla because I wanted a lot of the vanilla note and flavor, but I wanted an accent of the butter pecan. Let me put it this way. Think of butter pecan ice cream. It's got a buttered type ice cream with pecans in it, right? But there's not a whole lot of pecans. Like, it's not like cookie dough where it's just gobs and gobs and gobs of cookie dough in there, right? It's just kind of scattered there, like maybe 15 pieces for 2 gallons, right? So it's sparingly used. Same with this. I just wanted a sparingly amount of butter pecan flavor. Okay. But the whole point that I'm telling you guys this donut and butter pecan was not always on the menu. That's what I'm trying to get at here. So the part about being autistic is I found the perfect beverage. Find you a size, ask them to add cream and sugar, add French vanilla, and add butter pecan. But I know further on down the road, there's going to come a time. Hi, I would like some Dunkin' Midnight. I'm sorry, we don't have that. Wait, what? You don't have Dunkin' Midnight? Oh, heck no. Not today. Well, I'm gonna have to leave then. Oh, go ahead and try this. Okay, whatever. Already my day is ruined. Like, all right, I'm gonna try it. There's a trash can. I can always throw it away if I have to. I'll try it. All right, let me get some cream and sugar. Gotcha. Cream, sugar, always a thing. Always going to be available. Pure cane and sugar and cream. Cream's made by dairy, made by cows. Always going to be around. Cool. I can always count on cream and sugar. Okay, let me get some French vanilla. Okay, cool. All right, let me get some butter pecan. Sorry, we don't have that. Wait, what? First, you didn't have my Dunkin' Midnight. Now you don't have my butter pecan? Really? So not only can I not enjoy the roast, the base flavor, I can't even enjoy the accent flavor. It's kind of like you finding your favorite Mountain Dew beverage. Picture this. You're a big fan of Mountain Dew. You love Mountain Dew, right? And, I'm not talking the original, I'm just talking, like, the flavors are coming out with you love them, right? So you find your favorite Mountain Dew flavor. Let's go with mango, okay? You find your favorite mango one, but mango just came out this summer. We all know what's gonna happen after the summer's done. They're gonna come out with winter flavors. So what do you think they're gonna do to that mango flavor? That's right, they're gonna kick it out the door. So what does that mean? Pretty much left with bland old Mountain Dew. Ugh. Do I really have to eat plain Mountain Dew? Really? Ugh. Might have to go find something else. Like, seriously, folks, that's what it's gonna take. Eventually, I'm not gonna be able to enjoy this coffee, right? I'll be daggone if they get rid of Dunkin' Midnight, but I'm almost positive they're gonna get rid of Butter Pecan because they had one that was a, like, brownie one that they had back in the last fall/winter. Mwah. Oh, chef's kiss. So good. So good. I wish they had it back, but now it's off the menu. Again, back to the point. You like something so much, you fall in love with it. And that was the sound of it flying away. You get what I'm talking about, folks? This is a common problem with folks with autism. We like something, okay? Um, I'm not trying to delay here and berange you guys here, but okay, these Tums, all right, these Chewy Bites, I love these things. They're easy to chew, they've got good flavor, they work instantly, and they're made by a brand that's very, very widely available. I could go to Idaho, I could go to Nevada, I could go to Wyoming, I could go to Maine, I could go to Alaska, all the way up there, and I can guarantee you they're still gonna have these. I could probably go to Germany, they'll have these, right? Now, it may not be the same batch, but it's the same brand, right? I'd have to find a specific place, but they probably would have it, right? Maybe in Germany, German lettering, but they would still have it, okay? The point I'm getting here is I kind of fell in love with this product, okay? This packaging is so great because it's kind of slim, right? It has a top, right? Granted, I haven't opened these yet because I have ones that are cooling sensation. Once those go out, I'll open up these. Okay. So I can keep these in my cabinet for a while. Um, extra strength, right? I love them. You can see how much you have left. It's in a clear plastic container. Imagine what's going to happen when this particular product is not sold anymore. I have to go find a new product that I hope it works as well. I hope it tastes as good. I hope it's widely available. And most importantly, I hope it's going to be around for a while because that's what people with autism do. They like something, they latch onto it, they love it, they share it. Gone. It's like friends. It's like finding a best friend. And guess what happens? That best friend, they got to move. They got to move far away. So now you're so used to waking up, talking to them, used to going out with them, used to picking them up, used to their habits, used to their favorites, their dislikes, memories, experiences. You're used to all that with them. Now you got to do it with someone new. Now you got to do that process all over again. Let me pause this thought in this particular podcast real quick. Think back to your last relationship, okay? Your last, uh, Really any relationship, kind of. Now, I'm not talking about the one that just went flat right from the very get-go, basically from the very first meetup, right? I'm talking ones that lasted enough for you to realize, "Okay, maybe this person isn't right for me and compatible with me." I'm not saying that I don't find this person attractive or I don't think that this person is nice. It's just I don't think this person's gonna vibe with me anymore, right? So you're like, okay, we gotta basically split it apart, right? We'll still be civil, we'll still be acquaintances, but that's about it. Like I'm not gonna invest any more of my inner well self in you. Okay. So think back to when you had your last relationship. Okay. All right. You're on the good good step, okay? Now, think back to how long it took for you to kinda get this process going, right? Now, I don't mean, like, from you meeting to making it Facebook official, to you being engaged, to being married. I'm talking about we haven't even gotten to the Facebook official part. I'm talking about how do they wake up? What movies do they hate watching? What stuff do they like going to? What food will they refuse to touch? Okay? Those are the things I'm talking about. How long did it take for you to figure like 85% of that stuff? Took you kind of a long time, right? Now, imagine yourself in my shoes. I go all around, I find a place that I like, the atmosphere is great, the product they make is great, and you discover it's even better and it's now your favorite. But they can make your favorite now even better. Okay. Now they're in this relationship. Okay. Now you're getting to know what irks them. Now you're getting to know their past. Now you're getting to know what happens if this occurs. What happens if I don't react this way? Okay. Now they're gonna add some new stuff to stuff you love, making it triple as good, right? You kinda see the mingling, you kinda see the cohesion and the connection there. It's the same thing. I love this, but I hate this at the same time because there's gonna be a day when I'm gonna walk in that store and there won't be a favorite coffee anymore. I hope that this podcast didn't bring your energy, your vibe, your positive vibes, and your positive thoughts and feelings down. The whole point of these podcasts is to put yourself in someone like myself's shoes that has to navigate the social world, that has to navigate being a human being. Remember, autism lacks the foundation and fundamentals in some areas of being a human being. We have to learn them. You already have them. So it needs to take some extra patience and a little bit of encouragement, maybe a little bit of growth with us and you together for us to be on the same page. So when I go into a store and it don't have it, I don't have an absolute toddler meltdown, like a terrible 3 or 4-year-old meltdown because I didn't get my way or I didn't get that one thing. I can go into a store and say, "I'm sorry, but we don't have that." Shucks. Okay. What else is new? What can I try? Well, we have this. Say no more. Let me try that. Okay. That's where we want to get. But until then, what's going to happen is I'm going to drink this basically with a limited supply mentally and emotionally. Okay. Knowing that each cup could very well be my last supply wise. This, see that in there? That could very well be the last supply of whatever I had in here forever. So now I have to enjoy basically a shot's worth or a shot and a half's worth of coffee because that's all I'm going to get. Well, here we go. Grab your drink, grab a beverage. We're going to do this right now. Okay? Cheers. Mm, that butter pecan, that vanilla. Mm, such amazing flavor. And it goes down so smooth. The inside of me is crying right now. It's not going to be here forever. That's what being with autism is all about. Learning how to cope with stuff that eventually not exist. Thank y'all so much. I love you. This has been Real. It's been Sean. Togo brother. I am out. Thank you.